Hi. Okay, so welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I'm now going to be showing off the Edelgard only story. It starts with this.
Professor, will you join me? There's something I must do. It will take a few days, but I promise we'll be back in time for the ceremony at the Holy Tomb.
Okay. Where are we going?
It's meant to be a secret, but I'm going to Emblem, the Imperial capital. There is something I must do there.
This decision will drastically change the story. Okay, so I've already shown off the Church of Saros' story, so I don't care about that. I'm going to be skipping the next chapter because I've already showed that. It's the same thing as before, but there is a change in the ending when you do this. So you do this option here. Are you concerned about a decision? Yes. This changes you away from the Church of Saros story. You also must have at least a B support with her, or a C plus support.
Forgive me for asking this of you. I know how much pain you're in, how the burden of the throne weighs heavily on you, and so...
There is no need to apologize, Edelgard. You must know that I do not have much time left in this world.
Aww.
The time has come.
Thank you, Father. Now, to complete the Imperial succession, you must relinquish your crown here in the throne room. The Archbishop of the Church of Saros would normally act as witness, but my professor will fill that role instead.
Well, we are the Immaculate Goddess.
From this day forward, the weight of the Empire's future shall rest upon my shoulders. All that I do will be for the benefit of the people of Fulton.
In a way,
Edelgard von Esfeld, the crown is yours. By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword, and by the double-headed eagle upon your head, I hereby pronounce you the new emperor. Are you prepared to take those responsibilities as your own?
In accordance with the ancient covenant, and in keeping with the Hresfeld legacy, I swear that upon this throne, I shall use my reign to lead Fulton to a new dawn and achieve peace for all.
she's the hero of this story.
The Imperial succession is complete. My daughter, I regret that I could not do more for you. When you were stolen away to the kingdom, and the Prime Minister did those horrible things, I could only watch in horror.
I understand, Father. In those dark times, your eyes and your fists were my salvation. Within your eyes, I saw true care. And upon your fists, clenched tight with indignity, I saw the blood that dripped and fell. Even as I bled, I felt that you too must also be bleeding.
Your Majesty, you must not leave your sleeping chambers in your condition. Ah, Edelgard. I did not expect to find your Highness here.
Prime Minister, you have misspoken. I am no longer your Highness, but rather your Majesty.
Impossible!
It is true. Edelgard is the new emperor of the Edrestrian Empire. We will summon the officials and prepare an ordinance at once, and you, Prime Minister.
Are dismissed. It will be some time before you are allowed to make contact with the outside world again.
Oh.
How can this be? Understood, Your Majesty.
Edelgard, my dear Elle, I leave the fate of Fodlan in your capable hands.
Father. Thank you for staying by my side, Professor. Now that I'm the Emperor, it's time to grasp my destiny. After the ceremony at the Holy Tomb, I must return to Enbar. This may be the last we see of each other. We are out of time, my teacher. Everyone is waiting for us. We must go.
Okay, I'm going to cut the video till after this chapter. Hello, I must protect Edelgard. You have to pick this option to change the story completely. The story's also shorter than the other ones.
You.
Nope.
How dare you?
Ha 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 ha. Okay, hold on.
My teacher, thank you. But are you certain that... No. Now isn't the time for discussion.
Words cannot properly express my gratitude, Professor.
So, this is the choice you have made. You are just another failure.
What?
Your presence soils this holy tomb and disgraces my brethren. I will not allow one who would lend our enemies strength to wield the power of the goddess Sothis.
Okay.
I have passed judgment, and now I shall rip your chest open and take back your heart myself!
Jesus. She's scary.
That must be the Immaculate One.
Yes. The monsters that have controlled Bodlin in secret for far too long. Rhea is their leader.
She knows the truth.
To waste. Your Majesty, Professor, we must escape while we can.
Alright. So yeah. Now we're properly starting Edelgard's story.
Part 1. White Clouds.
This is the final chapter of chapter 1.
Outset of a power struggle. Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
And that was the same thing as it was before, but whatever.
We somehow managed to escape.
There we go.
This is one of the Imperial Army's provisional camps. Here we can organize our forces.
Before we go any further, I want all of you to really ask yourselves if you're certain you wish to join us. As expected, Flame has chosen to leave our ranks.
Of course.
When I saw our professor running off, I ran about as fast as I could to catch up.
Caspar, death finds those who run without thinking. You gave no thought to the war fog. My grandfather was the leader of Brigid, and I hope for us to be allies with the Empire. I will be staying.
Was this a good idea? Did I make the right choice?
Oh, but my family is part of the Empire, and our professor is here.
You're fine here with us, Bernie. Though it's true certain houses were against the Imperial Princess.
What?
I assume you're referring to my family. I must believe that the conclusion I came to was the correct one. You are the Emperor now. I am the only one left who is qualified to guide you at this point. I'm only here because I know it would be troublesome to stand against you.
I'm not just here for you, Amy. I'm here to follow our dear professor. Of course, I don't have any territory to offer, so Hubie may not even want me here.
The greater our numbers, the better. Your reasons for being here are of no consequence.
I think I understand where you're coming from. But now, I wish to hear of your resolve. Like you, I have risen to meet my destiny. I cut this path, and I will see it through to the end. Following me is akin to pointing a sword at the goddess herself. One misstep, and we fall to our ruin. You have now witnessed the Archbishop's true self. She is a cruel beast. Those who rule this world use that beast's power to fabricate miracles, all to control those who blindly believe in the goddess. They conceal the truth and force their lies on the nobility. They mercilessly annihilate anyone who defies them. I know this because I have lived it. After what you have seen, is there any room for doubt? The Church of Saros has great influence and power. Their control over the lords of the kingdom and the alliance is nearly absolute. We are the only ones who can stop this indomitable enemy that has plagued our world for ages. We fight for humanity, for all of Fodlan. If you dare walk this path with me, take your first step. It's now or never.
Yeah, let's go, Edie.
Thank you, my friends. We are the true face of the Empire, and we will triumph.
Yep.
That was incredible, Lady Edelgard.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm relieved. They really chose to follow me. I was resolved to move forward alone if I had to. But in my heart, I hoped it wouldn't come to that.
She wants her friends with her.
Here, you will never be alone. Please do not forget that. And it would seem that the professor also has a key role to play in this.
You're right. Now, I must speak with our dear teacher. Please, make preparations. The messenger should be here shortly.
Consider it done.
I'm gonna change their outfit to the
Professor,
regular one.
may I speak with you?
Yeah. Of course.
I appreciate it.
Aww. What's wrong?
I'm just anxious. It feels like the weight of this burden is crushing me. At this very moment, on my orders, I'm starting a war. An army far larger than the one that attacked the Holy Tomb last month will soon be locked in battle. Long-devised strategies are unfolding across Fodlan. Leaders are deciding their loyalties and preparing to fight. So many generals and soldiers will die. It's inevitable that civilians will get caught up in the chaos as well. There will be countless casualties. With a single command, the flames of war will rage across all corners of this realm. And I am the one who is giving the order.
This is the path you chose, isn't it? Do you wish to stop?
No, there is no turning back now. No matter how much blood flows at my feet, I will not relent. We must break the bonds that the depraved church has placed on Fodlan. These sacrifices will allow us to create a future where we never need sacrifice again. It may seem contradictory, but it's the only way. Listen to me. I made up my mind long ago. Yet here I am, seeking your approval. Tell me the truth, my teacher. Are you happy with your decision to stay by my side? Unlike me, you can still walk away from all of this.
No, I'm
This
staying with her.
path leads to the death of the Archbishop and the servants of the church. Can you live with that? I never
This is bad
thought-
too.
I'm sorry, it was a foolish question. I believe in you, Professor, and you believed in me. With that knowledge, I have the strength to keep fighting. Let's go. There's something I need to say to Hubert.
Your Majesty, the latest report indicates that our main army is advancing as planned. Also, the preparations for your manifesto are almost complete.
Manifesto?
We will be distributing our manifesto to every lord within Fodlan. We will expose the dark side of the Church of Saros and the foul practices of the nobles from the kingdom and the alliance. We will force the people of Fodlan to open their eyes to the truth and relinquish any remaining conviction to unite against the Empire. Certain nobles have already offered us their support.
Yes, there are other nobles who oppose the church. We will condemn those who deserve condemnation and forgive those who deserve forgiveness. We have already purged some of the imperial nobles who are morally rotten.
Soon we will invade and conquer Garreg Mach. Our main army has already departed the Imperial capital. They will arrive at the monastery in 2 weeks' time. There we will join forces with them.
You got it. Let's
As
go.
for us, I'd like your opinion on how we should be positioned within the army.
We are the Imperial Shield. We're the Imperial Sword!
Your Majesty intends to fight alongside the Professor, correct? In that case, you will not be incorporated into the Empire's main army. Your squad can move freely about the battlefield under supervision of the Imperial forces. That would be most prudent.
Now that I'm the Emperor, we can't let it slip that I'm following your command in battle, Professor.
I fully object to the notion of you fighting on the front lines.
Hubert, we've already discussed this.
My apologies. I overstepped.
Now that the details...
As if you think you're not fighting too.
All that's left is to come up with a name for ourselves. In honor of our time at the Academy, how about we call ourselves the Black Eagle Strike Force?
I love it. Hope we live up to the name. Instead of been much. I hope we can live up to the name.
With you as our leader, I'm confident we will. To me, that name represents us soaring toward a new dawn, as freely as an eagle. I'll leave it to you to prepare the Black Eagle Strike Force for departure.
So, when I got up to this point, the one thing I made sure I did was I didn't recruit anybody from the Blue Lion House or the Golden Deer House. I only recruited one person, and it was Anna, who is a merchant, so she can go on in whatever army she wants to go in. Head to the battlefield by doing to battle. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
We don't have Monica because she already died. So tell her what to do.
Right.
All right. Sport. I don't know if I've played. I'll just do this. I'll just do some of these.
Looking out toward Bridget, are you?
Yes. There are some times I cannot stop my thoughts from going home. It will be much time before I return. Bridget feels far away.
It is quite a long way. To say nothing of the sea that lies between here and there. Being unable to return must further add to the distance in your mind.
It is as you say. When I return to Bridget, I will be the new queen. I am wishing to help relations with the Empire.
I believe you will be successful. You may not be Lady Edelgard's equal, but you are resourceful enough to make an excellent queen. And unlike Lady Edelgard, you will not be forced to harden your heart.
Not Edelgard's equal. Is that what you are saying?
Understand that I mean no disrespect by this, but it is a fact that you are far beneath her. Make no mistake about what would happen if you were to raise your banner in revolt against her. She would crush you mercilessly.
That is not a difference of equality. It is a difference of power.
Even if our homelands were on equal footing, Lady Edelgard would still prevail.
I can see with clarity the difference between me and Lady Edelgard. But that has no matter. I would never lose.
How amusing. For your sake, you had better hope you are right.
He's so creepy. So yeah, all these guys are pretty freaking high leveled. Petra.
Caspar, that equipment is new. It is suiting. It suits you.
Oh, right. Thanks.
You get more strength each day. I do not want to be falling behind.
I'm impressed with how much stronger you've gotten too. More than I have.
Oh.
Caspar, you are impressing to me. I want to be training with you.
Just hold on, Petra.
What is wrong?
It's your attitude. How can you act so casual around me? My father killed your father. You shouldn't be able to stand the sight of me. You actually hate me, right? That's fine. I can take it. I completely understand. Just be honest. Give it to me straight. If our roles were reversed, I don't think I'd be able to forgive you. I don't understand how you could
You are not the one who did the killing, Caspar. Our parents had conflict, but we are not them. I have no worry about it. You should not either.
I don't need to worry? Impossible. I don't think I'll ever be.
You must. If not, the conflict will keep carrying on. If children cannot forgive, it will not ever have an ending. Is that what you are wanting?
Well, of course not.
Please, give it some thinking. I will be leaving now.
I don't know if I've already done that one before. Of course. Yeah, I didn't do Shamir's request because I did Catherine instead. Save. To battle! Pull my teeth. So this is basically like the other one, except we're on Edelgard's side instead of the church's side. So we don't have access to Sothis, or not Sothis, Sedith or Flayn. And the Knights of Saros will not help us out because they fight
We will
against
soon
us.
arrive at Garrigmont Monastery. Forcing a surrender here is extremely significant, both strategically and symbolically. Of course, this is personal as well. This is where we all came together to learn and grow. I have no intention of yielding to our former classmates, so I ask that you prepare yourselves for anything.
I'm not thinking about friends right now, and I'm certainly not prepared.
Damn it, don't go around saying things that lower morale before we even get started. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's fight.
I have nothing to lose aside from my friends who are here with me. Does that answer satisfy you?
I have been ready for this since leaving my land of home. I will fight and win.
How can you prepare to fight? Maybe I can prepare to prepare.
There is no reason that I should not be prepared. It is my duty to stand up and battle.
Thank you all. Now, let's talk strategy.
As the raiding force, we will attack the area nearest to the monastery. The Knights of Saros certainly won't stand down after they catch sight of Her Majesty and the Professor. At the same time, the remaining areas will be surrounded and annihilated by the main army. In other words, we are the decoy that must suppress the enemy's most elite soldiers.
We know more about the area near the monastery than anyone else in the Imperial Army. Still, we must prepare for the worst. It's possible we will have to face the Archbishop's true form, the Immaculate One. Fight with all you have, but don't be reckless. As promised, I will leave the command to our Professor.
We will not lose!
Naturally, with both Her Majesty and yourself on our side, defeat is impossible.
Yeah, that's
This will
true.
be our first battle as the Black Eagle Strike Force. All the more reason to prevail.
Okay, units. So yeah, this is all we have. They're all pretty good leveled. I was training her to be an axe user. Oh shoot, actually. Inventory. Shoot. Items. I was training her to be an axe user, but after she became an immaculate one, I didn't really need another swordmaster, I wanted another swordmaster, so I just made her into a swordmaster. Hold on. If you're selling stuff to yourself, is that stealing? As long as you leave money, I guess.
Is